Hey guys, so today we're going to look at map number 3 or question number 3. It says on the map draw the 1000 millibar and 996 millibar isobars. So remember, isobars represent air pressure and millibars are units we normally use for air pressure. And normally when you see an air pressure map or an isobar map, you'll see numbers in the thousands like this. So that's how you know it's an isobar or air pressure map. But this time, notice it's unique because we need to not only draw one iso line, but two different lines, okay? So we need to make space in our map for two lines. So there might be some erasing to do. So let's get started with our, let's start with our 1000 bar, okay? So the first thing we need to do, we're just looking at 1000 right now. We need to find all of our 1000s on my map. So let's see. Here's a 1000. Here's a 1000. Here's a 1000. Whoops. Where else? Here's a 1000. Oh, I'm too hard on my pencil. Are there any other 1000s? I don't see any more 1000s. So I found all my 1000s. Now, before I start connecting this, the next step is to find all my hidden 1000s and draw small stars there. We're drawing two lines to make sure your stars are small, okay? So let's see. Let's start from the bottom. 1000 is not between 1003 and 1004. It's not between these two numbers. 1000 is between 998 and 1001. So I'm going to draw a little star there. Oh my goodness. There you go. It's not between 1001 and 1003. It's not between these two numbers. 1000 is not between 1000 and 1002 because 1000 is 1000. However, 1000 is between 997 and 1002, so I'm going to draw a little star there. 1000 is between 998 and 1004. Let's draw a star there. 1000, so this line represents 1004, okay? 1000 is between 996 and 1002. Let's draw a star there. Notice that I'm trying to go and create a trail for myself, right? Wherever my line can keep going, I'm going to try to draw stars to draw, figure out a trail. 1000 is not between these two numbers. It's not between these two numbers. It is between 998 and 1001. Let's draw a star there. It's not between these two numbers, not between these two numbers. It's not between 1002 and 1001. It's not between these. It is between 997 and 1001. Let's draw a star there. It's between 995 and 1002. You can draw plenty more stars if you wanted to. 999 and 1002 is between those two numbers right here. 1000 is between 999 and 1002. Let's see, it's not between 1002 and 1002 or 1003 and 1002. Where else? It is between 998 and 1002. Let's draw a star there. I think those are all the stars that I'm going to draw so far. I might make more stars as I go. So now, like, my final step is to connect my stars and my circles. Let's start with this. So this 1000, I'm going to connect this dot to my star right here. And then this star can connect to this dot of 1000, and it can connect to this star, and then this dot for 1000, and this star right here. And then I can't go this way. Remember, 1000 is not between 1002 and 1003. I can go this way though. 1000 is between 1001 and 996. I can draw an additional star. 1000, let's see, I can keep going. Here's more stars that I drew. The more stars you draw, the easier it is for you to figure out where you're going. And then I can connect this star to this dot right here, and then this dot to this star, and then this star can connect to this star, and finally this star can connect back to this 1000. And notice that I created a circle that looks very similar to the other circles that were already drawn for me. A lot of times the other isolines that are already pre-drawn for you on the map can give you a hint on what your isoline should look like. So this is my final isoline for 1000. You can always erase the circles and stars and just keep the line. It's okay if your line doesn't look exactly like mine, as long as the lines are going in between the same exact numbers. So be mindful of that. Okay, so that's my 1000 line. Let's do my 996 line. So once again, the first step is to find all the 996s. Let's circle them. I see a 996 right here. I see one right here. Let's erase all my 1000 circles to make this easier to see. Okay, so here's a 996, here's a 996. I don't see any other 996s, so now I'm gonna find all my hidden 996. And notice 996 can be between 993 and 997. Here's a star. It can be between 999 and 995. Here's a star. It can be between 993 and 997. Here's a star. It can also be between 999 and 993. Here's a star. So I'm already creating a trail, as you can see, this little circular thing. 996 is between 993 and 998, so here's a star. And I don't see any other places that 996 might be, so this might be it. Let's connect. And if I connect all my stars and my dots for 996, I will end up with an isoline, or isobar in this case, that looks something like this. That's my 996 millibars. You should finally end up with something that looks like this. This is your 1000 millibar. This is your 996 millibar line. You can erase all your circles and your stars afterwards. Your circle might not look exactly like this, just as long it's correct, as long as your line is going in between the same numbers. You can get full credit if both your lines that you drew are correct. Make sure your lines don't cross from each other. If they get too close, just erase and redraw to make sure they're not too close. And if you, for any reason, draw any other isolines, they should need all to all be correct for your answer to get 1 credit. And go ahead and try map number 4.